In a docket call, the judge will review the bond, he'll set some hearing dates, hear any motions from attorneys for either the state or the defense. We do know that on Friday, when prosecutors filed these charges against the former HPD officer, that Judge Frank Aguilar set a $300,000 bond, $150,000 on 2 counts of felony murder against the former HPD officer. We also know that part of his bond conditions were to surrender his passport, remain in Harris County, as well as be required to wear a GPS monitoring device. You may recall that Gerald Goines was the lead case agent on Narcotics Squad 15, one of the elite narcotics squads for HPD, that allegedly lied to get a search warrant signed by a judge, a no-knock search warrant, to go into this home, allegedly to find heroin. That's what Gerald Goines stated in his affidavit, that he had previously purchased heroin from that home, and they were going to go in and serve this warrant. As we know now, things went south, a gun battle ensued, and in the end, 4 HPD officers were wounded by gunshots, and the 2 homeowners, Dennis Tuttle and Regina Nicholas, were killed along with their dog. As weeks and months progressed, Gerald Goines' story, according to police and prosecutors, began to unravel. They did a deep dive looking at the supposed confidential informant that Gerald Goines claimed had purchased black tar heroin from that home. And in recent court documents, the allegations are that Mr. Goines falsified those documents and essentially lied on the affidavit to get that search warrant signed by a judge to go with a no-knock warrant. Again, you're looking at live pictures of former HPD officer Gerald Goines there in the white or cream-colored shirt, signing some papers, it appears, with his defense attorney, Nicole DeBoard. And again, this is in the 228th District Court. 2 counts of felony murder is what this former HPD officer is facing, as well as 1 count of felony tampering with a government document. That government document, again, prosecutors allege, is that affidavit which led to a judge authorizing the search warrant. $300,000 bond was set on Friday. Other requirements as well. Gerald Goines required to remain in Harris County, to wear a GPS monitoring device. He is forbidden to have any weapons, any firearms, and he also had to surrender his passport. Meantime, in another courthouse, the former partner of Gerald Goines, former Narcotics Squad 15 officer Stephen Bryant, is also in a courtroom for a docket call. Stephen Bryant, the former HPD partner of Gerald Goines, is charged with 1 count of felony tampering with a government record. He is alleged to have falsified an offense report, a supplemental report, carrying on the story. Back live now to the 228th District Court. We could see deputies escorting. Let's take that picture back live if we can. Nicole DeBoard, Gerald Goines' defense attorney, escorting him, I believe, outside of the courtroom. My colleague Matt Doherty is in the courtroom monitoring exactly what went on. And beyond signing some paperwork, we're not exactly sure what movement took place in court. Again, a docket call is normally a procedural matter, and we're told that Gerald Goines has returned to his seat in court. So again, we're waiting to see what exactly transpires in the court. Frank Aguilar, the judge in the 228th District Court, will likely review the bond that was posted Friday, perhaps setting future hearing dates and a schedule for this case, as well as hearing any motions from either the state, the prosecution side, or the defense side. But again, so many eyes have been on this case from late January when, during the evening hours, it was a Friday, January 28th, shots rang out at that small home in Southeast Houston in the 7800 block of Harding Street, and a gun battle erupted. The homeowner's dog was killed, the homeowners were killed, 4 officers were shot and wounded, A fifth officer was injured trying to flee that scene. There you could see the two officers, Gerald Goines on the left, his former partner, Stephen Bryant on the right, both charged with felonies, very serious charges. If convicted, these are first-degree felonies, the felony murder that is, and they carry a potential punishment of 5 to 99 years and or life. This is video from Friday when both former officers appeared before a judge to answer to that bond. They did both post bond and were back out in a number of hours. This was late Friday afternoon. So again, we're monitoring the situation in the 228th District Court. You could see the camera on your right looking out. We are not allowed inside, but where our cameras are allowed to shoot through the window in that courthouse. Frank Aguilar, the judge on the bench, hearing that case. He will be the judge as this case proceeds. Former HPD officer Gerald Goines once again faces 2 counts of felony murder, as well as 1 count of tampering with a government document. His former HPD Narcotics Squad 15 partner, Stephen Bryant, is in a separate courtroom as we speak, also facing 1 count of felony with felony tampering with a government document. Again, my colleague Matt Doherty is in the courtroom. He will bring all the updates, so tune in online at khou.com, on your Facebook and Twitter feeds, as well as for the latest on this story on KHOU 11 News at noon. For now, Jeremy Rogowski reporting.